o Ghana habi na wotwi de twemu de siye de keka ko ye nyina ye hu ne nyina wonu ye wa video na montene so se Sammy Gyamfi a oye lawyer Sammy Gyamfi minim se wa unua no yonko no Sammy Gyamfi a oye CEO edema Gold Board Company no che dollars ewo montene aye he ewo Ghana sa semi ohun say
you know what is wrong with that?
There's no wrong, sir. Sammy Gyamfi, dollars.
You see, we live in a society whereby you are careful. The kind of populism we would do would destroy our body politics. Everybody in Ghana knows I don't like Sammy Gyamfi when it comes to our politics. Yeah, or no kutado opinion. Maybe kutado opinion. But let's not lose sight of that fact that day-to-day politics are. Okotusu obi abodwu se hia won sensu asiwudi ho
and say
there are so many things that happen within our fabric of society as ebia ochina bi me minister na bia ya mama position bi na makwa sorry dem na sorry for say ye beto collection na me gura me dem na ebia obi a che me $2,000 and $5,000 na me se be ba for ye na me kan gu ho a ye twa me picture. Yes, Owusu Bempah Aboapapo because me in a position with me $1. Once we don't have any empirical proof, say we are a bicycle. Maybe I wanna be everybody can just tell me whatever they want to tell me. I don't care. Once I have evidence, be I say we are a bicycle. Yanti kroma na Ghana for be if you be try Musa Sammy Gyamfi si dan opulent one year can once. Yes, he has criticized Cecilia Dapa. He has criticized a lot of people in this country about how special prosecutor bem. But today, ebi a young man or tirike mu na obi ehunu na old man nipa no sika. To me, I see nothing wrong with it.
You see nothing wrong with it? Yes, to me. Sir, Obia, Omai no ekuku $250 million. Wako, office no. Wako,
wako no confess mu wako hu say no auditor straight away you send auditors to go and check whether sale budget na dia ma no we sika bi afiri ma bank kukum. That is why I'm interested in. When yes can be all that they go for the day woman sika o mo che no abonten e bi na ma na hu ye power wonim go for na $10. Guy go don't go there. Me no I stand on the moral high grounds. That is why I to aba you I mean the first person me ba to be Owusu Bempah corrupt. And I've never been corrupt and I will never be corrupt. Until the NPP for be kasa no mo be pufu. Meeting Ghana gas na me cut down. I was just a mere communication director. I was not doing anything. Maybe there is a issue statement. But people be jealously were sitting there no cut Ghana gas and we sika. I was the first person to come out and tell them say, "Mo bibi I NBC said them here loudly. Can they would have right now born after me?" What do you mean? I have made me call for email gram and send it. Go and find out for Ghana gas. Mani per diem da or Ghana gas. Per diem mani be da. Yes, I'm telling you first time I call US. Almost fair OTC. You call oil and gas conference. The $3,000 by me reject. I'll send it on radio 10 times. Me Owusu Bempah Aboapapo. Mo titi wona me office first one order. Bibi ogu obi ame na mtoy busa producer bibi ogu TV dia ni na makosse samade afio mani abanka da sa abanka ya bi omo de Prado be sisi wo so obi anko tusu bi mani bi da me twi me car me Mercedes am de by no na me twi ma de na me baby so what I say it na me loud no people say everybody go into politics to steal. That's what I'm saying. Say obi a we corrupt be want to be in Japan ante for 2 years. Obi a we corrupt a we straight to be in Japan ante. How long I've known Japan? Go and ask him about Abusa. The point that I'm making is say you have to be upright in society. Me Owusu Bempah Aboapapo to be bia and come from me ho. The others on be lie na no say ababa we be say me or be Ghana gas. Me Ghana gas. O boy tell Abusa no. Dr. Ben Kedi Asante was the one recruiting everybody in Ghana gas. Who born dog? Now me management meeting quite friend. You see the hypocrisy. Oh pese munia burukwasi anu enyano also otiasemase. me de sa nyoma no de me mfa ho ena baby a omode console we are wadwene so be morality on that level la me nyoma me nim no because me release bi amanfo be dwane afiri ha enti wo pese ko ha ye be ko gatem se gatem me gatem me nimu da papa so ati ase enti na sometimes I me sere me see me when it comes to corruption I'm not corrupt. Ghana gas manye deal with hoda. Man, we one city manye contract manye bibia with hoda, and I'm daring anybody to come out. Tina me namu hono muna say me a free man. My conscience is clear. What is say bubo say you know NDC wana NDC for Jano chair me. What is Obia come after me? Because I am not corrupt and I will never be corrupt. What you say? Dia sema me kan tie ni e pa. Say me ba Sammy Gyamfi, we are looking at him with an eagle eye. Mumie nyina yenye careful na asema me kan muntie ni. He went on a private mission.
Exactly.
He went out there. Maybe nim kwaso ni mani agradaa no da.
Also nim no da. First time omo shi.
Na wayi sika afri ne ka mu no wakan no de ama no. Ya musa ya ho Jesus Christ ebra man no koye yi no omo fu aba so omo koto abodo no. Wo se mu hwan na onye bone da onto bo omo ba no. People ebinu ya nim kofo omo ye party bo omo tam $50,000 to bomb behind the scenes. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
NPP,
my brother, we will not support this. My friend, I didn't. He who comes to FPT must come with clean hands. Me, I will say it, and I don't care who owns his dog. Wait, it's dead on arrival.
Sammy Gyamfi
is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Nobody has the moral right to attack that young man. Me the first person. I'm Sammy Gyamfi got on UTV. I hate about you. No, exchanges come blows. I'm telling you, that gentleman will be any will be to me attacking on this particular matter. I'm telling you,
public official,
what evidence is so real sika. Who evidence? Bring it out. Let the special prosecutor deal with him. Young man, Sammy Gyamfi too. More $10,000 on yabi. What are you talking? $10,000 I say. More black crown on your you Sammy Gyamfi can have $10,000. What are you talking about? Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nobody should go and attack the gentleman. There's nothing wrong. And I'll say it. Nothing wrong. And I will say it anywhere. There's nothing wrong.
On say, you see, I dare back one yana.
Politics at you. Politics. You're careful. You're careful where we want to trade on. Gold board documents can see be a PO. Says Sikabia ira. Budget almost about 50,000 euros. Ira ma gold be a copy baby. And Ochesikawa Bontia. That is a lead. That is a lead. Some of what one year in your juma.
Minim na ira juma.
And that be 2% say. Jai.
Minim na ira juma.
Mamon call. That be me someone. Yeah, presidential candidate Kenya Japan, or then or Chessica man Crawford or Him Crawford school fees. Now there be a president. No be about no easy karma will be no be a coachano or the ababe. We have to stop it right there. Stop it right there. Let's find an empirical evidence. Say Kwano, your man will real dream baby out here. What are you talking about? Munya we are be saying me support
Debbie
why a young man or a young man wa di Muhammad bre and people want to vilify him to get his job out of him. No media obi koswa me de young men in whole country ano wa apologize who said the youthful exuberance in the full glare of the general public in our culture. Maybe it's not good. We can vilify him on that grounds, but not.
And that's what we are talking about.
Well, but we shouldn't take it to that level. See,
but what is the chief of staff?
Sammy Gyamfi join chief of staff. We need the M1. It's not going to help. Let the young man enjoy whatever. Let him enjoy.
What is President Mahama
code of ethics? Have you read the code of ethics?
Or say,
is there any proof to be a said yes, Sammy Gyamfi and it's against the code of ethics? Tell me, and I'll tell you.
Now, Obia, you say, men jisika kra ne bo ebeso ebedru 20,000 as gift
there be no waji bibi oje anaso
na se wutimi ko che bibi sa
na de maybe busa question say Sammy Gyamfi 2% che so onya 10,000 Ghana cedis and 20 Ghana 20,000 what are you talking about ye Jenica go and check his salary nyoma ye de man one nyoma onya o and why ye politics what di akira kwa be ya abante mi ni ko TV so anya Land Cruiser no use Land Cruiser ba ko ye say auto opposition oba no on fa Land Cruiser de buy me na ko radio so be 10,000 use Land Cruiser what are you talking about President Mahama on hwe no onya djuma kura President Mahama timi tam $10,000 man what are we talking about here my brother mummy nyai sa de no mummy nyai emwa abante no wa bresa oppositions afi na obenya ba bia hia se bi obesan kwan kakra ma na busuafo so a benefit yenko ehoye akunsun ni yinti wakasa ti ankrofo yes on corruption base and I agree on those people who think they can go but it hasn't got to that level
yes sisi adapa de buy obi ehun se sisi adapa ko wieska but the way you can
compare oranges with apples.
And saying
here is a case where a minister of state sika bebre asho no akọ report to police na police case abam na ye kana evidence abana special prosecutor abam na be public domain ye kan wan say it's a different thing altogether. Don't compare oranges to apples. There's a difference. Eye na Sammy Gyamfi sika she ne mpaase e no no aso obi awia e akọ report to no che sika o ti ase there we have an issue. Special prosecutor comes in, gold board, the amount that amount of money in the cross watch $10,000, $20,000, my brother Fatun chain. And yeah issue. It's not an issue. That boy can add a minute of plane, minute new hopes in Adoye, you call UN General Assembly. You're full opposition time, not the business class. Now you're at the economy. What are you talking about? What bam near the economy? What bam? Oh, your lawyer. Not yet the economy, not the business class. What are you talking about? Business class, I say. Bro, to me, I think me Ubusana as a political strategist. This is a dead on arrival. And we cannot capitalize on this to score political points. Oh, party move dere. Now no me abroad your own things some of the Africa and Japan who are. Yet me and no you can't want only baby a big Jai, young call. You deal with internal matters. We solve your problems. You want to say some more Casanti. Your friend Jasohan time Fiareho. Me say, one Jasohan time Fiareho. Kobusa Santini be or Titri. No one chair was yes, and me Owusu Bempah Aboapapo to say, as someone you could do Sammy Gyamfi as a way you showed you who your friend Jasohan time Fiareho. If you knew it, oh sorry, Babeka, so be Jay. If you knew you, by a simple unity in Timamonka. Unity necessary, young Casa say, Mintiasi. Now, what is a general secretary Trobai? Said, while general secretary Trobai about issues to do with what is happening with Sammy Gyamfi and Mama opinion. We only Canada, Japan, and Nantiache, Usunim the pa. Yes, some I would say, a bronya Ekekan your kind of fan. You see, oh, fan say, you see, we are say, so Yame Bo say, Ubekum or Sono. Anaja tabruwa unyai nkodi aputukurechi onyame obo so bekum jatabruwa baby a okron you focus. Number 2 mama say bu be baako Kennedy Japan waye so nwam kisibreku ata wonwuram watu akosoro april ni minimum na mu be friend na chenchena why na bet my friend na chenchena onyansafo oti onyansafo ase no ntie be na mibu no Kennedy Japan oh anumano achenchina na onwam kisibreku ata omo ya numa omo se omo ye the same similar birds uwo omo abeka se they are look alike baba ku onwam no otuko wiem se ya opro ni minim na wiem forest wa no ma bia ne mo bia adwane. That is Kennedy akompreku Japan. Won't me for no compare a chenchina. Minim basa mi bu be atie be no. Ye bu be atie be a chenchina no. Me se me kasa mpani be me kasa nyansa. Me pese me hu a chenchina. Me se onyamsafo ne to onyansafo ase. So ati ase enti me kasa me Owusu Bempah me kasa because me nim madwene mu do. Ti me kasa bebu. Mabu be. So ati ase. Wan fa kwasi adam po kwan ya ye de dwada kochew. Ti maka wi. To aso
Ano Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edi enkomo no wabubu be na go bebre we de said aka no yese wabubu aduwa wie enti wa wutie ya nkasa na sure say wa wote ase
so wote ase a it sums up everything
ana na make na be say me church me na me church o dinu
onwam emura mu nyina aboa opuni minimu a na jataburu wa adwane no ni achenchina gina wo dey compare achencha. What are you talking about? And say so fi obia class baby am say ye wo so bekum suno a jataburu wa so bekum jataburu wa and when you could
ne course no hu say plan ana political plan ana.
It's up to them, whoever plan or whatever. Me yetiti me baby yetiti me free no me maame no ka chem say self di oda no never ever bite it nti me no sa atitiye na de titi me no anam de bo me bra baby am free am ba me offend anybody that has fed me along the way. I've never gotten a problem with anybody like that, so I'm always free in my conscience. That is how life is supposed to be. What you point now, make a job?
We Juma under His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 8 solid years. Say yakase chre Akufo-Addo said you tia who say what kind of leader? Because one or the other policies about Montia and you could see say mo party within the NPP party nankase mukra no as enkofo horon dodo ama Owusu
Akufo-Addo will be adjudged one of the great leaders of our time, but history has written a wrong footnote about him. The society that he came to meet, his own people vilify him like Jesus Christ was crucified. But eventually, no, Lumba Nekan was saying, no, him say, obekum ajenkwano ama na hinie ni na hinia da na betisu ankwanye
komanye
mansa wa Akufo-Addo de no won't just they won't just
mental asenti chechire mu
me say Akufo-Addo go down in history as one of the great leaders of our time, but history was rewritten in a wrong footnote about him. His own people vilify him and crucify him like Judas, like how they crucified Jesus Christ. When Pontius Pilate was the Abrante meaning wants in the account, but his own people say crucify him. Barabbas crucify him. And Alumba kan was say no him say Jesus obewu ama na hinie ni na hinia da na beti so ankwanye. Maybe
officer enkophobia no mo within Akufo-Addo ne governance ni mo no omo
today nye omo benefit extremely on Akufo-Addo government who is attacking him that he has failed on the micro opposition on TV omo benefit pa wona bamu pa omo dia dododo de no omo no kasa sa omo no kasa se Akufo-Addo is the worst or no me ludu ya ko position wa anya reshuffle. But have you think about this scenario? So we Akufo-Addo now we a leader na me nwanwa say leader bit me be gina ka say reshuffle ya anye no eno ne ma ye ho kire ye
ahun say
we Akufo-Addo put yourself in the shoes say no ye foreign minister under J Akufo anytime Akufo be reshuffle bia no minister no obeyi Akufo be yi na free ho no no ne Akufo anya problem no akọjoin ne Akufo-Addo Ghana for your political strategies me transfer na me hwa me Akufo-Addo ma be president would I want to repeat the same mistake that Akufo did? Perhaps you don't sit down and analyze them. Sorry ya no mo kasa
but one party mo and you say
most of them are ignorant when it comes to political strategy because so to wanna say we Akufo-Addo who anka be it may be wrong but we are no kabede. And people benefited from that reshuffle now, man. A lot of people benefited.
All right.
You 2 years. You got 2 years. Kennedy lose 2 years. Is it not just because of racial funtina? Kennedy and Jimmy winning. We are political science. Reading between the lines and check. Check this series in every hall. Yeah, the new ones, but coming in a big Daniel could join Kennedy Japan. And I knew who benefited. As soon as I'm speaking deep. Obi or your political analyst and obetia some making us. Say, Alanche Martin time. People want enemies and people went to join a Kufuado because of what the system was doing for Alan. Now, because allegedly, dia. Everybody dia bufo ko dia Kufuado echi. Meboa, DCs, past appointees, past ministers. Omo nyina dwa Kufuado. That time Kufuado was vilified more than what we are seeing today. Kufuado sat down and watch her. Kufuado, what will you do? Etino, in effect, obi obeka se racial food that benefited Kufuado. But eventually, when they were elected, they went and lost abysmally. If a Kufuado any opportunity that benefited from Kufuor and we need that election that he won by 49 point something percent a run off. Kufuor nya sa analysis no ade na monfa money enye because analysis no say incumbent advantage no Kufuor nya bia and we need 2008 elections.
All right,
I'm into power.
Yeah.
And over Kwachi, you cannot take him out. First, you have starting not starting jingles, no. Na me nam asalam down na me ba. Ofa. No verse what do he? Miss me nam kwan so say bra now you close opening prayer. One. Na just say set agenda no. Sana enyoma akoso opposition days ye be wie na bie na ifo gina kire ha twen. It wasn't easy. Enyoma ya to get NPP to power. And later they say Tifobia Teki or the shine and all that. They are mystery. They are mystery be wow boss on our Kennedy Japan. And your ma papa we are sacrificing when using this radio. Me say obi to say Abu Ramadan, Yaduma Kubefi, Samia Uku, myself. Just say name them young boys. Na ye sorry I see radio ha usina doyenom. Ni see radio so ha. Ye tata left right center and so Kennedy Japan maybe could make a statement that make some issue be to do with say leadership in NPP no see changing the course of leadership obi timi be na no ka say Owusu Bempah no or no come back to the NDC. Those later they say don't social media. They are the worst people that always bring the party to power. Yes, because listen, there are a lot of people knew what happened, why MPP came to power. Maybe the BNI cells or Man FM, I mean the BNI cells 3 times, police station twice. That time I need to remember Mama Kasano. If Ejina make us a question, and go very winding the memories of people, and then I'll come. And then you say. You lose 2012 a year go Supreme Court once a year. You form Let My Vote Count Alliance. Gobusa, Domiko Abenya, but they should go and ask. No mema whatever. Me na me kasa warning the judges in this country. I was declared wanted in this country. And some debris, then people be a net, or many are the nerves. I'm borrowing the words of Honorable Kennedy Japan. No more kasa, titi social media, kasa, to say, omo ya mema ukruma. And gophobia nya the nerves, kasa to say, omo ye. Ayana me dwene ho ana emsere.
Ntufu said yan asasa o party.
It's because we have forgotten, said the people who made you who you are. You don't just underestimate those people. Because some of us, and your man, a lot of people, I respect them. You understand, bro? Say, dear, na. You recognize it says sa nipa we are now sumasi are now benting. You see, there are so many things that a cause behind the scenes that time they dangerous chain they are cause and they are cause you did you cause you
oh and I say want to say you did to tat a concourse
me say you
for jomo fie ni ade
me say dey me hu no enye bi way once I dey ba say na kan I have been a member within a political party. Here rising up against our own political party within Fonka Games. Do you know the threat in it? After that, I became the leading member of the Let My Vote Count Alliance. I was a member of the AFAG. Me fear, Regiment Waha. Na me da, I never chibi, I swear me who war, Asan Mako. I swear to God. Na me who war, Asan my PF. They will persecute you every day. They the motorbikes. Yeah, the Jaja bra. I don't want to talk. Nana dia na koso. Bibi ankoso. Dia na koso. I na nyamrantie bi no mo titi social media nya podcast ke kansem hunu okroma. Na me my imagine I don't want to even glorify them because I'm nya me level. And you ma me hu da no. Me nyi say youth bi o Ghana ha no ma politics ma hu bi dada. I've been around somebody who has run a country for 19 years. I've been around somebody who is the most experienced politician in Ghanaian politics. Jerry John Rawlings and Akufo-Addo. You want to underestimate me. You do so at your own peril. You do so at your own peril. It is a bit or Twitter radio suno kekami history ne secrets a minimum Ghana. Meaning is a babu bia of my age in political life in Ghana. And sa secret no. I'm telling you, secrets are minimum Ghana, bako semne Ghana, ye secret to Kruma. Meaning is a babu bia Ghana ha or ye mini age, our generation, our new.
So say
it is a politics. Now said you obiba no be make comments. Now in your you don't go and attack the person. Think you say you want to take political advantage of that and deal with that. Me also, but you can't bring me down.
Do you think Senko 4% more intimidating?
Nobody can intimidate him.
But you see that
so what come in a man fewer. That's just we buy our baby one bra because me a focus. I dear me I know na me you because when I'm convinced I know what I'm doing. Dear me biano me convinced and I dear me be me.
We are deputy director of communication at the NPP party.
Yes.
And then you know
I have a question about
Aboapapo.
Say Obekaya. That time no na ye fonka games na. I was arrested in the BNI cells.
Okay.
Based on agitations against the NDC and all that, and I was arrested. BNI cells for 3 days. When I was released, people were thinking, say, ya come and what mean to me BM because of the new mom de intimidation. I was billed for an interview with Kwame Sefa-Kan on Kokruku in the morning. Daily Guide has put me on the front page, all the newspapers in Ghana on the front page. At that time, I think it was 2012 thereabout. And Kwame Sefa-Kan was interviewing me in the morning. And he asked me a question, say, first question of me Obusa Medina me kan no so Owusu Bempah ugina wona aso. Uda ugina wona aso. And I'm saying ugina me na aso say Aboapapo. That was it.
The ehona wunya Aboapapo no. Now my yenhwe ekwan be na fa so a I mean as your age wutimi enya akwanya ene eye the likes of eye former president JJ Rawlings and then the Yirimpo, I mean Abusuya no ase na ushimu ankasa. Uye den na onya asa akwanya no.
You see in politics I wasn't even going to come into politics. So I will go there. I wasn't even going to come to politics. My specialty is political strategy, media strategy and communication and PR. That's where I have my masters in communication, masters in strategic communication, and masters in journalism. So I was invited by the former first lady after school to come and work with her. And Untina, Dame can say, I have never been a card-bearing member of the NDC. People should not mistake the situation with a normal. I have never, and I repeat, been a card-bearing member of the NDC. I was working as a staff of the former first lady, as a PR specialist, media person, a journalist for her. When she started the Funka Games, and then I was the leader or one of the key members of the Friends of Nana Konadu Rawlings. And that was it, basically. So from there, then I started working with her, and then the rest is history.
Se uchikoko awunde ne ma owo NDC mu nti oye adwuma ma ne automatically na chese na
no. There's a difference between being a card bearing member.
Okay.
I've never been a card bearer.
But have you been a beneficiary of the NDC?
How? Say who's speaking for, or you are standing in for the former first lady as a PR person working for her. That's not you are not a member. I've never been a member of.
Yeah, fan say now. O kasa e de mama ameno. One mama ameno e na ye adwuma. But mo ye adwuma no in favor of NDC. Yes, sir.
Well, you can say, but she has private jobs. Be an lawyer, and it's got nothing to do with politics.
Okay.
You know, say be obeko radios, media strategy, planning, nyoma obeye in terms of media analysis and all that. You know, that was there. That was
so
there.
BB buy koba and say be per opposition na kuta at that time. No, I was say would defend the NDC as a party. No pain.
I would say yes and no. It depends on the party position. Party for communication directors that time that were speaking for the party.
Okay.
And then I was speaking as an aide to the former first lady. And she was also a former first lady of the party and a vice chairman of the council of elders or something like that at that time. So it was just like that.
Okay. So obia what me edi I mean in painful to say echi ewo NDC party nim then a buyer you could never develop some sort of interest to be within the NDC party but rather NPP.
You see, my background, you know, Dankwa Buzia Domo tradition. I've always been an MPP from childhood. Oh, share my background. Me ankasa, me wofa, me ma minua Penny Bema. If Nana Edua Sabri, ono ye MPP chairman.
Okay.
Former chairman for Santiachim North.
Okay.
We honorable Kojo Baridua, me papa first cousin. No. Honorable Kojo Baridu of blessed memory, the former finance minister. Oko MPP ni mo founding fathers ni bebre me wo father na Africa Okanke North. Or one of the key founding members of the MPP and all our family members we are all MPP.
Okay.
Intino MPP is my blood. Okay. I've never ever seen myself as an NDC person.
All right, now ma yemra wo NPP party nimo. Ma mindi kan okay, yeah, I know the bebe later. Medical Busau say we are communications deputy communications director Emma NPP as a party. Ye nyina ye nim say emre enson ye a ye beka say ebi osimesi ana obenten ana ye de no eko 2028. But ye hu ya na NS Owusu Bempah atiesima or granted interview say Canada Japan SSO ko e de ntina we yes adwuma no.
You see, Minia, yeah, politics are yen kanukre. It's not about say yeah politics na yeah crocro the John na yeah dada ye ho na yen kanukre no magana fu hunu. Journalists any be approach me. Right from the time where ote say MPC biako radio station biako declare almost support. Then time and again journalists will come to me, I'll tell them no, listen, I don't want to talk about it, but it kept going on and on and on. Different people declaring for various political evil. Declare my now when a journalist in the buy no busa me question. Say MPP there na ko yidin komo fa nyoma bebre what say dey me no here. Till he got to a point that he wanted to ask me what is actually happening within the MPP. To me making examples bebre na ye ba be wie no. And I say, let's call a spade a spade. Ye onyoma bebre wo ma ye feli ya yentima wini. Na me Owusu Bempah kra de. De ma ye me nwanwa. Enei edaso ye me nwanwa. And they say, people see my face just like you interview me obi on me TV so me nam petrol station. No waba. Nipa bi nipa kuo kakra no mo tikem no maba. Owusu Bempah de ntia ya nkoto aba ne say, mo amfa candidate aye pe amre. God is my witness. We do marketplace o to aduano no maba. Apapo mo de mo nkoso ala mo nya de mo pe. De ye pe no mo amfa amre aye nto aba. This is in Ashanti region. Then you go to somewhere in Greater Accra, ujina baby obi be hu anim supermarket baby no be approach you minu ya munyire mu na mo fa candidate for fry pemre you ye beto aba. Everywhere that I go, because in Bakukra, the Menino Din Komo and America, no Fusebia Meboa. One time I was with him, petrol station in Kumasi. God as me can because me boy nyame ntwia meka ena nipa no bai obai na no sha say so kasa ena me share that pray make his own tie o say Mr. Bempah ye abano de this time round o say mo ye yi na mo amfa Kennedy Japan amade a ye ntoaba Tipie na me kase look asema wo kan afin maji we di percent asema na wo kan and it's been going on and on and on and on me obia me a grassroots person me to ko job be bobo me fa ni panan kasa ba no be kan asem no kire wo say this is what they want. I was in New York I mean Times Square me ko Ghana for be 10 different people. This is what they are telling me. Someone fast and so I was just trying to draw the attention of the whole party and the whole he said look this is what the ordinary people are saying especially the party people
sankomoya woni edi enkofo ne approach you is it before 2024 elections
and after we have finished election ya to abawia okay ye nyina ya lusu a ya kotena ba bi no e na omo ka se o ma hu yesi ya lusu eti omo hu na mabonten every day in a day traffic mu when I am driving in traffic they will call me and people will be calling me on my phones emu ahemfo emu mpenifo emu drivers emu different people from different walks of life and just sat down soberly I said hold on a minute this is very serious it me catch your host to say one kasa betimi akọ ye one kasa wo empirical na no Paul Adomochi frames up so him interview because Paul before you do that go on the ground pick average person in any constituency average person and just ask them to NPP which candidate do you want and you see what they will tell you the ordinary Ghana ebi aname na meti different and name dia minim and a different samanfobi na mhia omo dia minim but that is the reality and I'm not lying this is not the first time many first person I hear to aba ebeka one man tami ato aba mebeka chair national executives including chairman who to be said there's our party in Ashanti region Ashanti Fozo omo to aba
and you saw that
Bisomo one person or a communication director of the party communication me friend one man to amfani phone my brother me and the people were they came to me say they came to me say abano they won't vote why na go friend na go catch
me call a whole regional chairman and chain echo born man
me chairman man only also be 2 1 more say no catch also be 2 1 more but the campaign was revolving around a group of people who was running the whole campaign
enya NPP fo nya na mo ye
asema me catch us say ye ni campaign team ho campaign team no go frɛ wan no go bona man ye o frɛ obi afane phone now if me born and bred in Kumasi somebody who everybody can identify me in Kumasi say asumasi we maame ni maame ne nana ni yabusuafo ne na ma obi anim utisi abokoma obi nimme utisi Ashton wa ye nimme utisi Asafoa any all the places no obi free krom so your communication director ko Ashanti region ko insight Asante som kotoaba without me being part of the team.
Yama when play 2024.
That is what I'm telling you. That is what I am telling you. And you bebre no me pese me jump the gun. But the point is that there are so many things that went on. Meaning information. Say they make catch on. I want to support my argument. Say before the elections. This was first one I'm kind of after the election. This one before the elections. Apathy. Kasa amanfo ka. Ene nyoma na nkofo ya na senki dealing with it. Yen dealing with it. Bebri kwa.
Kasa ne bene ne wa.
Kasa ne bebri wa mintimi kanwa. Because it's not the best.
And who said because of Sanya money and who said NPP Belusu elections no.
Listen to me. Me personally. Me 1 year before election I was not comfortable we are going to win the elections. Ask me why and I'll tell you why. First of all, minya intelligence. And people don't, that's why I'm saying Owusu Bempah, if you underestimate me at your own peril. Maybe my example and you will support it today right now. And now your producers here know you know also support it.
Okay.
1 2 Okromwa said there was an airbus issue and Owusu Bempah wanted to go to Mahama's house. One day.
Mete.
What you say? Catch me.
Catch me. Mete ya ne say Owusu Bempah kan ho asem say airbus no ye were government official one be board John Mahamadin and
no. That's the latter stage. Latter stage in any say this boy want to group a young men to present a petition to John Mahama in his house. We are journalists, you are short memory. Short memory.
Mini short memory.
We are Ghana for now, John Mahama can
mini short.
What happened there in Mahama's house? Me can't say me that week, you know, dear see, just tell me. No, just tell me first before I tell you why. Me say tell me what happened.
Let me know the reason why I'm not person.
Me say one the Groma who say NDC for twitching kunti ma akogina Mahama fie say me ba ho mbe pra me kumi. Want it. Now ni Groma.
Me hu ye.
Na want it.
Me hu ye. Into the Cynthia na person call.
You see, as a politician, you need to always identify the strength and the weakness of your opponent. If you don't know the strength of your opponent, you can never go to war with your opponent. You're really election, you know. What did my man started before? And everybody who is watching me today, who were the key figures? I know Mujira Mahama Fium Kuta Kutima say, they will deal with me. Mention one name. Is it not Basintali? And a group of young men in NDC.
Exactly.
You're true about you, one and they persecute two more. Your bobo resource we also chase them. They were there chasing every NPP person in this country.
The same.
Is it not Basintali? So Owusu Bempah me a prophet and I'm here. Me a strategist and I'm here. Why did I have to get up? People were insulting me. Why is the own people were attacking me, including even my key executives within the national executive. Say Mimi good party no. They said because they don't understand politics. They don't know anything. Is it not the same Basintale and his people? They say tie asema Americano tie the Americano tie. They I was vilified national security for and they stop me. They call me to national security side and they cannot guarantee my security to go to John Mahama's place to present a petition. Now ni Kroma and I produce now ni ha.
Now the petition you know air command say onya den.
Airbus once a year but it's a political strategy.
Okay.
Because we are talking about corruption. We are talking about how we know NDC. Mahama said they come from a revolutionary background, and when it comes to unleashing violence, nobody can beat them. But you listen to it anyhow because we are politicians. Oh, they say, oh, you are a press conference, you are a radio, so you are Sammy Gyamfi, argument, Sammy, oh, you lied. I beat Makika Sammy Gyamfi. Now Kofi no fu say no Ghana for no. You need to understand the psyche of your opponent. They were well prepared. And I wanted to know whether the NDC now say election time, this is what they're going to do. They indeed going to do that. They were machetes.
Yeah.
They came out in the full glare of the general public. Your national security was watching them. Nobody cares. Now all radio so now unimshe now beke can say Owusu Bempah no na then unim di okeka. Unim di okeka. Eti me bi minimum no. Be minimum. Obi animbi. What is the
national executives?
The media become asem. Me mo obi adi. Me say me be minimum. Me ni so obi ni.
But na me susu say bia we are part of the national executives. Ntinke bia obe come nchen e de that information na wo no. Oni o ma ko discuss na BBC.
I get up in the morning. You start strategizing. There are so many things that I do. Weren't we in this country, man, more another example. Weren't we in this country when NDC form fixed the country?
Yes.
They were going to collapse our government with the youth adrenaline of how they're going to use the fix the country on social media and destroy everything. It took myself, only me, with the support of Rupsin Adoye to crush these people.
With fixing the country.
Yes. And you mutua. This is what I did, and then in social media catches Owusu Bempah, go back to your NDC. Who has worked to defend the NPP government when we were in power for 8 years. I was sitting in Ghana Gas. What were they doing? I was vilified every day for defending the government. And then they were the ones who were attacking our government. They have become an instant hero for you people. Yet we do say MPP are buying your president Akufo-Addo obit and never be a hero. I'm a Nkofo. Are you stupid? What do I say? It is sometimes a political strategy. You always lose the fight. You lose the fight. As I'm speaking in parables. Onyansafo ne to onyansafo ase.
Entini ya kase na me read Thomas Sankara ni quote bi ano kase knowledge alone can never change the lives of black people. We need action and courage. And so ofo say action any courage
NDC. Nobody knows NDC inside and out than me. When I get up in the morning and I open my eyes, I know every modus operandi of the NDC more than anybody in MPP. Now call now opponent now on any kokontokano. You are not going to use them. You are not going to use him. You sideline him and you want to go to war and win. Oko General, Asante Form candidate. Do you know why? Go and read the war prowess and the strategic war plan of the Ashanti Empire. Go and read it. You will know what I'm talking about. When Ashanti's captured Denjira, when Ashanti's Denjira was very powerful empire before Ashanti Empire came. Also to capture Denjira, no, the generals now and they defeated everybody. Your party, you deal with numbers. Numbers. Politics is about numbers. Owusu Bempah Aboapapo mini nipa kra mo nipa 10,000 on pema sem Ghana.
Unkwa wo nipa 10,000.
Yes, embrokra. They love me. They listen to me. I know. It's not Upa go out there and do your own research. Now no sa nipa no party mo boa party defend o say we are now vilifying, so I take it position say this is how the ordinary people are saying and this something that we are reporting. Now what turning around, go get out from the party munyini free party or kasadodo and o free NDC in the buy and on con we will be our wise. Politics is about 1 vote can even change your destiny. Yeah, until you got to 10,000 votes and it me Tamils be a president. Sure. They will tell you a politician or a political party are you serious? Will you be talking like that? Will you allow your supporters to talk like that? Will you allow your supporters to talk like that? It will take a novice politician to talk like recklessly. And then NDC has taken a shine in every fabric of Ghanaian politics. You know why? Ratings, we don't go nowhere near them when it comes to their ratings. Let me tell you why. They have appointed every fucker in every fabric of our society. Oko showbiz industry, you appoint to be MPP mo anka be kusantana anko benya post say obey deputy CEO for a. Look at
MPP appointed.
Forget about what I'm saying. Meba me de no so de make catch say wo hwemu a the youth omu buy omu bedi dwomahama echi omu do omu re no omu blood a fight ma dwomahama be president appoint omu nyina. If you are youth now person about politics ma which political party will be attractive to you? You be question. Everybody is fighting for their interest in politics. It will a party ni na se wo na wo kra nipa no wo mo oboa no so wo free mu wonko na obi a no free baby obedwane na nse o hwe de we ani o masi ko na o ye bibi kito bi na reward no. You think the rest of them will Pablo can say we say insure ira for kremo ma na besia ira na fu baby otizungu no bere.
And this is say in terms of numbers MPP as a party here
no, because we are our own enemies. And you show any more politics no doso.
MPP.
Yes, we are our own enemies, and I will say it. and say it as it is, let the chief for the they say we are asema make 20 the mekan we are own enemies. We are own enemies. Anyway, so many ways. So many ways. So many ways. And we need to be very careful and trade cautiously. As a party, we must come together. Say, come together. Now, as a party, no more being Chilena Grenade. Yes, democracy is about can be. Namin can be. What do I say? Now, be Chilena Grenade. You want to suppress the person.
Some man suppress you. Disciplinary committee for Freo no.
Asema make canon here. And let's leave that for another day. Let's leave that for another day. You saw the press release, so let's leave that for another day. They say suppress or whatever. Let's leave that for another day. Busa another next question. They say let's leave that out for another day. Let's talk about something.
I also want to know
about what?
Me person who said Diana ya de suppress. I mean because me say NPP.
After this interview, have you seen the vilification by certain botched individuals in the media circles that almost attacking me personally? Haven't you seen some? Haven't you seen the vilification of certain botched individuals on social media? Attacking Ubi. Now, yes,
social media.
Yes, I listen. It's not the first time I have seen this. It's not the first time I've seen this, and I'm not somebody you can just sway on the ground and say, "Ubeka bibina me." And I ashame and me triakwa minti radio. So as a strategy, me no interview area minti radio for about 2 weeks. Mate, you know, the own way what you say, oh, can't find me on. I don't care because you can want to know what I'm saying is the right thing. I don't care.
You are still part of the NPP.
Of course.
Until then, also say party no ebeye at 2028. We bet me win back power.
The party bet my and say. You better organize your own. You pick the right candidate that the Ghanaian people want. Almost tier or form, almost cow form, almost see him form mra. Me bebo wa maniese. Almost see him find an honorable candidate Japan mra. Yeah, the bar Ghana for betwa ba my.
Sana Ghana for.
Yes, and I still stand by it. So almost see him for honorable candidate Japan. I comprehend mra. Yeah, the bar betwa ba. And no na me Owusu Bempah me be ka kire wo say Ghana ni bi o tie mi bia no almost say one almost pe say yempe business as usual in Ghanaian politics again. Business as usual. They don't want a leader like that again. Because the business as usual just here. Leader we are better you could pen oh no kana or massage no can say to please the people. No. Ushe wiasimo every great leader be our pass through the annals of world politics biano. They have a different way of doing things. And that's why Ghanaians don't understand Kennedy Japan. When I see him, I see a great leader in him. Because all the attributes of great leader, I can tell you here, they are all here. Make mama bear 5 or 6. You can see it in Kennedy Japan. Every great leader walk the talk. Okay, say check and then me say my head from maybe do a that way you see and before putting in see no sin for. He walk the talk. Kennedy Japan is not there. Me boy. Every great leader is prepared to take the necessary risk. Damn the consequence. Only the only person with me tackle on one political party when they are going wrong. Is it not a necessary risk? How many leaders in NPP can do that? Every great leader has integrity. Corrupt. And you can tell everybody on your corrupt. He is not corrupt. You cannot corrupt him. He is not corruptible. Since when? And who? But he has empathy. Empathy. Greatly the be our empathy. Or who more bromen nipa. O shenanun crown or the mouth. Tina da or emotions. It is because or obi o emotion biano ehumobro o do and ade ma Kennedy Japan kra me hunu anu so a great leader Ghana for ntinase one ehu ayeme nwanwa. Every great leader has a little bit of craziness in them. Every great leader. Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, Adolf Hitler. So we need a little bit of craziness in you. You cannot be a leader because you are not prepared to step on people's toes to achieve what is right. Ultimately, you need to have a little bit of craziness. Ultimately, still, also, the right thing.
Sanity.
Winston Churchill, look at the decision that he took at the 11th hour to restore Britain to victory in the World War. Look at what other great leaders, Napoleon Bonaparte, Adolf Hitler, during the Nazis war. Go and see, go and read it.
And do you think
Canada, Japan has that attribute?
And it's a good president.
Of course, yes. And Ghanaians need that. You need to be disciplined the system. That's why a cabinet member now didn't quite obey you. He will sack you. That is a leader. Now Tiano Kennedy be who now did some for her. Over found ready. Who so unim smoothness level. Unim baby ujina. Every worker in Oman FM be unim say mistake waha. Kwame akompre ko Japan on fa ho chew. You know. Me nina so many years. I know not to overstep my boundaries. Minim eshama dwinimu na menene nam. Minim. Etino leader no, that is what we call a leader. A leader who will put his foot down and tell you, Jack, tomorrow this is what is going to happen. How many of them? It's mama way just a slight example because of for want of a better time.
And so you can tell me, sir, within the NPP, Obianiwa Okuta such than Honorable Kennedy Japan.
You see, every Ghanaian see a little bit of themselves in Kennedy Japan. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Why? A young boy from a village of Asindompim. Poor background. Walk 18 miles to go to school. With no hope from anywhere. And from Asindompim, he was able to pass his common entrance and attend the school to Adisada College. Adisada College, you know, Konukrano. You swat the trunk and you could see our glass money. I didn't know. Ofriono, Adisada College, he pursued the course and he came out with clear distinction. Oye no yes obey no Gano go be obey also be hustle. Odiasi okopiemu gidi kopiemu Germany. Germany no washing kukum or drum kukum. How many Ghanaian life cycle na mabobono? Village boy, traveling, market woman, or beton PK, upon school, I know about beton PK, ukokumlemle, ocean lifestyle. Every street boy, be a Ghana, see themselves in Canada, Japan. Every family, see themselves in Canada, Japan. Every burger, be a what to Kwakwa Bruche, see themselves in Canada, Japan. Or be a what be a Jumoye businessman when he started building factories and started helping people. Even US visa lottery, a man for Kwabruche, why be baby? Why be? Ewo Abrabum. Day pan, I'll bet you beating as a president. So when he sit down and he's given the position as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, he knows what time it is. And he will handle this country better than most of the leaders.
All right, Mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah Aboapapo ana meneno edi enkomo ewa ha na meneno ekasa sesei news anase breaking news ababepi ewo eye abeka yensa ene se Honorable Kennedy ohene Japan ene Anas Aremeyaw Anas omo case nanse pie wo US court ebeto se ya award eye $18 million at the amano ne eho enkrono ba nyina no me no ekasa sese court no sasika no ade a wo mo edi hu nkomo wie ba bia ba be gina no $500 ena eho ena aba be dru sese ya eno ne defamation cost wo mo awarded de ama eye Anas Aremeya Anas $500 and omode aba as against 18 million na nkofo ekeke kanti baby aba abegina eno no nti de gina ono no enti sa na etie yeguso monitor situation no me sure say anwumre nyame ya adoma ye evening news no mo no details no ebeba na afei ya to aso akọ yenim ewo ho $500 ene ye kan ho asem ewo ha enti sa na etie now ns ma yen santo ayen komo so na yen hwe ni sei me kai say before 2024 elections no wunua omanhene a owo Sumpa FM Kumase eya ade bi ense otena ni show no so anopa eno bie phone line say between Canada Japan any other candidate no why ena mususu say NPP e de ne ba ye beto abama no obi amfre na onvoti ena we frɛ no wabo we din we frɛ no waka we obi frosi we obi frosi we me call enzema baby and so the same thing as an echo so ni nyina no you could see say majority no pinpoint say Kennedy ohine Japan ena we say oba ofo say ebre na anu ani
go and read Musa Dankwa, the first report of the Babontin. Go and check Paul Adomochiri interview with Musa Dankwa.
Musa Dankwa catch say
all the reports Babontin depicts the fact that anytime they change the other candidate, I don't want to mention names, and bring Kennedy Japan, vote to not appreciate it. There are so many things that comes into play in this election, and we don't want to go back and make that mistakes again. Some mistake can be as a party. If we want, then we are not smart enough to go and win an elections.
Second, Japan and head the NPP party now. Not just someone named more power.
Yes, of course. That's what the ordinary people are saying. Not me. Me, I don't speak for myself because everybody sees me on the street. The Omoka. And a Ghana for the to about and a political party unless we want a presidential candidate. Unless we want a presidential candidate for our party, then we can vote for any candidate. We don't have a problem as an MPP. See a presidential candidate keka yen kotumo bia and nobody has a problem. But say a president near capture power in 2028. We need to go for Kennedy.
Who MPP party near why na mo hwehwe sa mienu na wa
me maka me die na me ubusa me maka kire o say Ghana for so mo pe Kennedy Japan. And that is where I stand. And I've told you I'm not a coward. Obusa me maka kire Ghana for no na ekoto aba amaye. What you say Ghana for na ekoto aba amaye. And to those people who think, oh, you had to wait for 4 years, and you know, you didn't call 8 years, you had to wait by 8 years, and continue on. The dynamics are different. Dynamics here different. Different crowd. Let's look at the data and statistics and demographic, ethnic, religious, all demographics. You have statistics, you have resources, you have kasa. Say Kufuado ne Kufuo ba those demographics no and play a role and play a role.
Enya no kwese Kufuado ene Kufuo omuko two times and some no
more. Example say there are certain ingredients that played a role did not play the role in Kufuo and Kufuado.
The same ingredients didn't play role that
Kufuado lost almost won the first round of the elections in 2008. 49.something%, and you compare that to this abysmal performance.
Or say we are 41.
My God, trust me, it never happened in the history of MPP politics. It's never happened. What are you talking about? There are so many. Yes, you trans as a party. See a dear one no correct you have statistics. Any data no you have data ni you have no correct. There is something fundamentally wrong. For the first time, 2.1 million MPP voters on Tuma Kufuado. And man, we need that time. Almost say reshuffle. Reshuffle. Kufuado didn't do reshuffle in 2020. He didn't do the things that they are talking about. Now, man, for economy, no one but he won by over 500,000 votes. Well, you know, 2.1 million and Twaba. We should go out and find out why Why can't we go out and do simple logic? And no be na man for frame catch them no. Ebi wo ha minti radio isu nka. Now your coach now ko bobo. Now ko park so. Now the system ko 4-4-2-1. And I de ko e. Ni a show be 12-0. Your good team na ni mo ase. Ah, o sign your return match na san ko akoba. What for the same coach, the same player, the same tactics. O dia coach na park so the ko bobo. You better show a good anymore. Because that is you don't have a strategy. If you have a strategy, you won't do that. That is what is happening. Ghana for me and NPP for Nkano said something went wrong. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you say something went wrong in 2024 elections. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that. We don't even need Professor Maokwe committee. That's why I was telling you say me Owusu Bempah Aboapapo. And your man for their mom information, I'm the man make cabbage row crowd. We am showing to make me pay nintuma. Actually, say this is what Ghanaian people are saying. Almost say, Yemfa sume simra. Yedeneba ombetua ba mai.
Enti mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edin komo menim se utie yen ewo Oman FM so afia santimantemo nso so Ash FM. And then 90.1 and so a nap radio in Finfini asimfusu precisely. Sanso so ana wodi wani chemo Facebook and YouTube and so o share o next 2 TV GH ya ye guso a ye obi amebo candidate asa ba wo obi adin say so mo obi adin
me obi atem
ni awabo ni din ye Kennedy Japan pe and wabo ni din.
Yes, I'm here to speak what the Ghanaian people are saying. This is the voice of the ordinary people.
Nti ebeda na sa news we areche
communication director now we are say we are communication director and now can the communication director no the Ghana for catch them communicating to me and I may communicating to my party people. It's my job. They don't know. Me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so Owusu Bempah ko catch them on for say Mumfa Kennedy Japan mra de beto abama. Ma better radio so na me ka mo say mo suspend me. What be that? I am communicating. Job na mo de ma me say communication director. Ya call election ye lose. And a Ghana for communicating to deputy communication director on the grassroots person. Almost a catcher or party for no. And I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating? Me say party for Ghana for se Mumfa Kennedy Japan brand ye beto abanama. And I'm communicating as a communication director. And I will continue to communicate. And I'll communicate till God comes. I will communicate. I'm communicating. Am I not communicating? So what is the job that they are talking about? Say, we are communication, national executive. What is that supposed to mean? My job is to communicate. You are to about your lusu poto. Your lusu basa.
Is that the way, sir, as all communicating to
is that what is the way? Do they have a formula? Party, your common goal, they say, you bury any political power. The ultimate goal of NPP and any other political party is to capture political power, right or wrong?
Right.
Now, you lusu. Ghana for no more to about me stakeholders, no more party for the say. Owusu Bempah ko catch your party for the say. Mumfa candidate to emreye ni ebeto aba. The entire yan to and say candidate na mo de ba no yempe.
We are deputy communications director. Elsa partner radio so answer.
Now what is the
media?
What is the
officially now fan konkoma executive.
Professor of communication. You can tell me what to do, the medium to use to communicate.
But enuntina party executive so
my brother, that is absolutely ridiculous. Me a communication director, deputy. Media ni say me din sempanwa say ye boni o say di o for a party one. Men obi kan se obi di bibi ba be wo nuani na ayade a be ha wo nuano na ubegina bonte abo hu de wuru. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Me communicating, my job is communication director. I'm communicating what Ghanaians are telling us to do, and that's exactly what I did.
Well,
it's up to them. Me found.
It's almost suspended and I say
my brother, don't even go there. Don't even go there. I want to go there and the interest war. Me say me communicate Ghana for say. Yemfa Kennedy Japan bra. Ye de ne ba o me ye beto aba. End of story.
Ohun say Kennedy Japan be we need power e dey ama NPP keke. And ohun so obetima asese o man no.
There be and obetima we need power. Obetima chi or a transformational leader. I've told you the attributes of a great leader, haven't I?
You can have the attributes. Maybe I did Juma Nation, Sanwa Bonobonya.
Sabi, the other to a man, no, out to me, a share so you, or the Cassia man with my Ghana, and they, dear, ha a Mabuno, Omania Brea Genzies for Etimi Baba Kachem Owusu Bempah. Kennedy Japan, or ye himself, Papa, no, bet me be a Juma. Your problem, pa, a war youth, no, a Juma. What my creative jobs are offer nipa over 7,000 people. Ghana as an individual. Na bra ba wabo from transferring from this to this, you know. Ye nimsesa papa we near the 2 million manwa. Obetima create job opportunities for millions of youth out there. Many people will come and promise they will create jobs, they will create jobs, they will create jobs, and they never give anybody a job. And Canada, Japan, no. Or no minimum so betima create jobs for the ordinary people.
And also second the a party na wo party na wo hu no. Betima solve
spontaneously. People will willingly. Or no need don't know ye organic love. Theo, there's a difference between Obiko baby na fanfu, utisi formu ye meet and greet. Now share me se me Canada Japan. Eko Swami magazine with our candidate. Obi oko ye bia hu ye. Are any Swami magazine? You're joining it is possible by a course Swami magazine. We saw it with our naked eyes. As a politician and as a strategist, I saw it. A domino or bar. The way they will move towards him is different from everybody else. Are you Upa says here, Obajin watching Amakane Japan TC, Medina Jomo, and any other politicians in TC Jomo, I heard the organic love. What are we talking about? That is what Rollins had. That's why I was telling you that in leadership, me have been around great leaders, and when I see a leader, I see one. I told people and people don't get it. There's a natural, spontaneous action and love for you as a leader when the people like you. You cannot do anything about it. And you're ordained from God. Nyame ne dema. Etina santifobu bebse nyame amo safohini. Now pray kofa hinchesha. Obia somuda. A very profound word. A bekesia nyame nananumbu edoto. Oti asema mekan. Because nipano ohu bibi wo mu as a leader and son obetwea be on obenya odobia ma obenya opepa ni tu wache waye bibia ma. That is how they behave. Leadership, that's how it is. Etino the beye as a party no. Odi hwe in 2000 the year 1992 omde Professor Dubu aheko ya omo share say he was an intellectual share nyoma ne ade na fe nyoma no mu say they need somebody who can connect the same connection with the grassroots. They saw something different about J.A. Kufuor with the ordinary people, spontaneous reaction, spontaneous love for that individual. J.A. Kufuor, you saw it. Dynamics here different. Different. Eti yen kano kure no nche ho. I'm not here to talk about even other factors. I'm not talking about religion and all that because
Makokwe committee at the abase certain policies within Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan ho asem.
Sa wo hu. No bia ye say mayenka Makokwe committee ho asem a me Owusu Bempah ye pe me ache me awe no. E na Dr. Bawumia onu ye leader no wa be kan ho asem. Sa de ye no. Nti otimi ka Makokwe committee no ho asem without anybody talking about it. I don't want to go there.
Eti mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edi enkomo ye nche ye be ko na fe mo message sahodo na amode aba no ya kenkan ni nyina nso so ede amamo na ya hwese ebere eda yanimu no se emre ma ye ho kwan na afi esese yetimi epeke mo course ahodo nso so ayahwe na afi yamamo nso so mabembi na mabeye ama bibia timi akonanim enso so ewo ho eba bonten mo national first vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party Chairman Kute kase SSE all the national executives ni nyina no because muntimi ehunu bibia Ghana for ehwehwe na mo de amawo mu nti no mo feri se mo ye pamo bia every office wo sa asem na okan ono na ya again
ono on your opinion say ono hu say bia o ma feri and in and out of leadership so we are there now him say what fail now conscience prekill. I'm using the word conscience. A prekill says or resign. Ufu say conscience no be this as or resign, I resign. It's up to you.
But also, who national executives and say,
I don't want to put the cat up. Of course, everybody knows that we failed. Why? Now, it's not something that you need a rocket scientist. But if you're not being so, na new maybe na uncle ye, 18 a man a banasa. What you say for the first time, a campaign team was formed and was working against the national executives. Campaign team no one. You see, so fundamentally something went wrong, and I don't blame the general secretary too much when it comes to those things, because there are certain things that went on. It wasn't fair.
Even anyway,
I don't want to put my party issues on air. I've told you, I don't want to talk about internal matters on air. Danger no.
All right. Eti Sabato I ready ama yenhwe na fe messages ahodo no yentimi emfa messages ahodo no emfa emra na yentoaso enko yenim eho se ebre so se wo se ye pick course enso so amada Roma moma yentoaso na fe yenye ne sa pepepe se de be ya ye bre no ebetimi atoaso akọ nanim enso so eho now NS Kofi Owusu Bempah ena mene no edi nkomo ewa ha ono eye Deputy Communications Director Edema NPP Amanyoko no na wono anso ye obi a okodu Asante Achem enso so a wo mo esu frɛ no Asante Achem akonwa no obekɔ biem
omo su frɛ me
ene
me nya sure
wonya sure sa Asante Achem for
I'm not interested in Asante Achem seat bia. I'm not interested. I'm just an ordinary person working to make sure that Ghana becomes a better place. I'm not interested.
But yenim say who show interest say nanka opese okodi Asante Achem for anim e parliament na oboa esesa niama e wo ho enti so ka say wonya interested ade na aba babo hu usuro
I'm not interested.
de na abo hu
I'm not interested. No, I'm not interested.